TCB Jeans, or the Two Cats brand, is one of the most important Japanese raw selvage denim brands in my opinion in modern times. They are a reproduction-based brand that reproduces or repros vintage heritage style Americana workwear, as well as some European workwear, and just anything vintage style, and the approaches that they take, the detail that they approach these garments with, their philosophy behind manufacturing, to me is beautiful. And TCB Jeans has been a close friend of the Alejandro Jomad channel, as well as the short form channels on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all of the above, for about 2 years now, and they were also featured and arguably one of the biggest players when it came to the raw selvage denim documentary that I shot, Saving Selvage, which is a great watch if I do say so myself. But recently on my second trip to Japan, I went back to Okayama, specifically Kojima Jeans Street, and visited Kurashiki, which is where the TCB factory and TCB store is. Spent a day with them and did some things that we're gonna reveal in another video, but today I wanted to focus on the TCB 60s trucker jacket because Ryo-San and Hajime-san over at TCB were kind enough to give me this jacket. And you know, I've never actually owned a trucker jacket or a type 3 before. This is my very first one, and when I told them that, they said, you know, you gotta walk away with something like this. I had complimented the vibrant blue color, which is something that you really just don't get, and they helped me out with sizing. They saw how it looked on me and they said, you know what, you should walk away with this. So thank you so much to TCB Jeans for hooking me up with the 60s trucker jacket, because I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe. And when I got this jacket, you know, the old vintage trucker jackets that we all know and love, they all have this amazing puckering on the seams, and they never really got like high contrast fades per se. They were more so of like a vintage faded garment, which is something that I appreciate more than high contrast. And it kind of got me thinking, you know, it's been a while since we've done a raw selvage denim jeans or a raw denim experiment on this channel. We used to do them a lot when the channel first started, but I tossed the idea with Ryo-San around and I said, you know, if you guys are going to give this to me, I want to do something interesting for you guys. I want to do something that's worth it for TCB. And I said, you know, what would happen if I washed this jacket just like any other garment or clothing item that I have? Just throw it in the laundry. I mean, obviously line dry it and wash it cold, but what if I wash this garment every week for like half a year and just see what happens? And Ryo-San said that actually sounds like a really interesting idea. So, you know, we made that agreement, and I said, I don't want to take this jacket without giving you something, so I wanted to turn it into an experiment. So what we are going to do with the TCB 60s jacket is I'm going to wear it as much as possible, and I'm going to continuously wash the jacket at least once a week. Now, here's the caveat, because I don't want to be wasteful with water and I don't want it to be stupid. I am only going to wash the jacket in loads with other clothing because I have to obviously do laundry anyways, and I don't want to wash this separate and consume so much water. So I'm going to wash it with other garments, primarily black and darker colors. So this way it's not like we're wasting extra water to play around with jeans or denim jackets, you know what I mean? So really interested to see how this is going to go. But you know, why don't we get into the details of the TCB 60s jacket, because this is a really interesting trucker. So the TCB 1960s jacket is a 13-ounce San Joaquin cotton denim fabric, and I do believe it's a shuttle loom fabric, but it does not have selvage ID detailing on it, which is interesting. I would doubt that TCB though, because of the access that they have to mills and just Japanese selvage denim fabric in general, I doubt that they wouldn't use shuttle loom fabric for this garment. There's just no selvage ID detailing on it. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't really see that on denim jackets regardless. And you know, I think they also did that to kind of keep the cost as cheap as it is for a raw denim jacket of this caliber. The San Joaquin cotton is actually a cotton grown in an area of California where it is purely watered with natural waters from snow melt, and it's really a remarkable cotton that has this incredible hairiness to it. Of course, this is an unsanforized one-wash denim with this super vibrant blue. So when I asked Ryo-San about the color, he said the way that they achieved this color was that the dye house who made the fabric just didn't do as many dips as normal for a darker pair of raw denim. And this is kind of like an ode to those old vintage style jackets that you would see in the 50s and the 60s. So of course, synonymous with the trucker jacket of the Type 3, you have the two two seams on the front that are seemingly converging towards the waistband. They don't meet, but they seemingly go into each other as you go down the torso or you go down the body. Of course, you have the clean front yoke piece. You have a nice big collar, which is something I really love because I hate small collars on denim jackets. The pockets are actually a pretty decent size too, and I really love the way that they applied the blue tab instead of the red tab on this denim jacket. Of course, you can't do red tabs now because Levi's is suing everybody, but this jacket is just an all-around, just simple, basic, everyday trucker jacket silhouette, which is great because you can wear it with basically anything. The fit is quite slim. I'd say probably the slimmest jacket that I have, and it is also the longest raw denim jacket that I have because historically, as Levi's began producing newer models for the trucker jackets, from what I understand, they just kept getting longer and longer to kind of stray away from the boxy cropped cut of the Type 1 and Type 2s. The Type 2 was longer than the Type 1, if I'm not mistaken. And from what I understand, all of these seams that you see here that are chain stitched, so the two seams going down the front as well as the yoke seam, they're all done with a Union Special chain stitch machine, where if you're a raw denim head, you know exactly what that is. It's pretty impressive. I mean, what that does is it's going to give a lot of that puckering that you see on those old vintage garments. There are no hand warmer pockets, and I'm pretty sure hand warmer pockets did not come until later in the life of the trucker jacket or the Type 3. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but this one does not feature hand warmer pockets. I'm pretty sure that that's more repro detailing than anything else. The buttons, of course, are robust and they're going to age and fade down over time. I think they say Jeans World International or International Jeans World, something of the sort. It's just a beautiful button, and I love that the color doesn't distract too much from the vibrant blue that this jacket has, because I've seen some jackets where they'll put like super dark black buttons, or they'll put something crazy like gold buttons, and it just distracts from the overall look of the jacket. So it's really cool that they did that. I mean, also looking at the back, you know, you're already starting to see that puckering on the back yoke seam, which again is Union Special chain stitched, as well as the back seams and even the side seam. I mean, all of these seams that are chain stitched together, I'm pretty sure even the armhole is. Yeah, even the armhole I can feel is chain stitched. These are all going to pucker beautifully. And for those who don't know, the chain stitch is what causes that tension for it to pucker more than usual, for the seams to pucker more than usual. And then the same thing at the bottom of the waistband. It is chain stitched where the waistband piece meets the torso or the body. You have a single stitch on the bottom of the waistband, but again, you know, that chain stitch that is seen at the top of the waistband is already providing some of that tension, is already providing some of that puckering, which is only going to fade down more and more over time. And then you have the TCB Jeans paper patch. So this patch is modeled after the old Levi's paper patches that were so popular back then, and instead of the horses, they have the two cats, hence the name Two Cats brand, which for those who don't know, TCB actually initially was going to be called Taking Care of Business before they ended up becoming the Two Cats brand. So just a little bit of Japanese raw denim history for you guys. Every garment guaranteed, manufactured in Okayama, and I couldn't stress that enough because actually every time I go and visit TCB, of course I pay a visit to the factory, which anyone can pretty much visit, which is on the first floor of their building or facility in which they work in. The second floor is the shop, the third floor is the packing facility and the cutting facility. And I mean, this is one of the cleanest factories that I've ever seen, probably the cleanest factory that I've ever seen in Japan. It's amazing. So yeah, overall, I really love this TCB jacket. I think it has a healthy place in the wardrobe. I've never had a raw denim trucker jacket before. I've never had anything this long on the body before either. So it provides a little bit of a different look. And I'm excited to see how this vibrant blue is going to age down over time, especially with that consistent washing with other garments. So yeah, guys, huge shout out to TCB Jeans for always being great hosts every time I go to Okayama, every time I visit Kojima Jeans Street, for always taking me out, for always bringing me on an adventure. I mean, literally, these guys have done so much for me. They treat me like family, and I couldn't be happier to support a brand than TCB Jeans. They are such a close friend of the channel, and if you've never had a pair of raw selvage denim jeans before, or if you've never had a raw denim jacket before, or even a raw denim shirt, TCB Jeans by far, in my opinion, is always the best place to start because they are very, very reasonably priced. Their quality is demanding demanding. It's insane, the standard that they uphold, and I just love the way that they have such a close relationship with their workers, with their employees, the way that they treat them, and just the passion that these artisans have when they're crafting these denim garments. So definitely check out TCB Jeans. If you've never checked them out before, check out the 1960s jacket from TCB Jeans as well. And TCB Jeans is going to be featured in Black Book New York Menswear magazine, which is my new men's fashion magazine that I'm going to be releasing hopefully by the end of this summer. The Instagram for Black Book Magazine is already up, blackbookmagazine.world, and the website as well, www.blackbookmagazine.world, is also up, where you can sign up for the newsletter and stay in touch to see when the official release for issue 1 of Black Book New York Menswear Men's Fashion magazine is finally going to release. And I'm not gonna say too much, but let's just say that TCB Jeans and Black Book Magazine might have worked something out, and we might be seeing Black Book Magazine in the heartland of where Japanese raw selvage denim is actually made. So yeah, guys, huge shout out to TCB Jeans. I couldn't be more proud to support a brand like this, and I couldn't be more proud to deliver interesting content like this for you guys. I couldn't be more proud to be supported by you guys. You guys have given me everything, literally, and I couldn't have done any of this without you. So all 20,400 of you, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for everything from the bottom of my heart, because without you, I never ever would have been able to do any of this. I really can't thank you guys enough. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you in 6 months when this jacket is finally faded up, and I'll see you next week.